Are you a movie fan and want some intrigue? Look no further. Today we're giving you a rapid-fire dose of movie trivia that will blow your mind. A few select films have truly impacted the world in ways you might not expect. If you are looking for action, some humor, and surprises, increase your knowledge of the behind-the-scenes that make up your favorite films with these secrets. The first one is Jurassic World. Have you ever asked yourself why some parts of that Jurassic World sequel/reboot were distracting? Especially because they featured some brand names that weren't organic? Well, as strange as it may sound, the director requested those sponsors to make those parts distracting, with a purpose. In particular, he believed that if the park were open today, every other part would also be branded. The second secret is in the Avengers: Age of Ultron. Another big secret you probably have never known is that the final battle scene of the Avengers: Age of Ultron movie was filmed at West London's South Hacking Training College, not in the fictional Sokovia. It is quite interesting to know that the statue in the town square shown in the movie received a fake beard to give it an Eastern European look. This was done because British audiences were unfamiliar with that part of Europe, so this move was necessary for them to make them like the movie. How does that sound? The third secret is that found in Furious 7, not 7. The third big secret is that the number 7 in the movie Furious 7, not 7 is a tribute to Seven Samurai. This title pays homage to a classic movie with a theme of 7 samurai pulling together on behalf of their village, only to be betrayed by its governing class. The next secret is about The Martian. The next secret is about Matt Damon in Ridley Scott's The Martian. In Project Elrond, in allusion to a secret meeting in The Lord of the Rings first chapter, Fellowship of the Ring, the title refers to Sean Bean's role as Boromir in the movie adaptation. After realizing that Sean Bean is in that scene in the movie, David Fincher decided to keep a reference to it. However, the crew insisted on keeping the joke because it was just too hilarious not to. The fifth amazing secret is in Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. As a usual occurrence common to the knowledge of everyone, Tom Cruise is famous for doing his stunts. Not only are they incredibly dangerous, but they're also usually filmed and edited out of the movie. But in Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation, things are completely different. Here, the stunt coordinator claimed he didn't have a better driver than Tom, so the actor did all the driving stunts himself. The next secret lies in Ant-Man. As you may be aware, every superhero actor in this movie has to hit the gym before filming. In particular, Paul Rudd had more commitment than Marvel expected. They needed to alter Hank's Ant-Man costume significantly because Rudd was more muscular and had less fat than they anticipated on set, and an unscripted scene was added almost immediately after the shooting. The seventh is found in Star Wars: The Force Awakens. First, we must understand that Mark Hamill has a lot to say about Star Wars Episode 7 and the power of our past. In 1983, George Lucas spoke of bringing Luke Skywalker back as an Obi-Wan type character, training a new generation of Jedi. He also told reporters that Episode 7 would not happen until 2011. We all know what happened, and that sounds quite freaky, right? Next secret lies in Mad Max: Fury Road. This secret is about an action-packed apocalyptic revenge saga that has everyone on the edge of their seats in the film Mad Max: Fury Road. Although the villain in the movie Fury Road is larger than life, there is one piece of authentic Australian cultural heritage that he seems to be praying to. That's a weapon used as recently as World War I, a waddy or boomerang. The director worked this into the film faithfully, and everyone was pleased with how it turned out. The 10th amazing secret is found in Guardians of the Galaxy. Next is the movie Guardians of the Galaxy. First, we must appreciate that Marvel makes some of these highest-grossing movies. These blockbusters don't happen without a lot of fuss and money. The set constructed for the Kiln prison in Guardians of the Galaxy was so expensive to build that the studio only agreed to put it up after planning to melt down all the steel and sell it back to the supplier. Next is about Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Another secret about Obi-Wan's voice from Star Wars: Force Awakens. One secret in this film is that Ewan McGregor and Frank Oz will return to record new dialogue for Obi-Wan and Yoda. But that's not all. The audio team edited a recording of Alec Guinness's voice from the original trilogy to mix their names into other words he spoke so they could come back into the film. This was a unique approach by the special effects team. Then we have another amazing secret in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. One thing that we all agree on is that the Winter Soldier chase scene through city streets was a hit. It seemed so real realistic to the audience, but they didn't know how real it was. That sequence was based on a 2010 Brazilian police chase that looks almost the same, minus the flipping cars, and the directors even played the police video as part of their original pitch to Marvel. The 13th secret lies in the Lego Movie. Next is the storyline of the Lego Movie. When it comes to Lego movies, there has always been a hit. The directors wanted to record Liam Neeson's performance from Good Cop and Bad Cop separately, but Neeson pushed them to switch in rapid succession. The result was a crazy, manic split personality that include improvisation, and the fans loved it. This is something that the majority do not know to date. The next secret lies in X-Men: Days of Future Past. Another big secret lies in X-Men: Days of Future Past. This is the fact that the second times the charm was a phrase heard in the movie X-Men Apocalypse, when it came to the romance between Wolverine and Storm. This future scene, however, was deleted. When superhero movies come up with different versions of their characters that flirt already in the comics, it's harder for them to resist each other. Next is on Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. The next secret is in the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which enabled audiences to be emotionally engaged while they witnessed the desperation and fight for survival. Dawn's original ending saw an ape-watching battleship approach San Francisco Bay, promising an impending war. Director Matt Reeves shifted the emotional focus to how apes and humans connect, and filmed the ending months before release, with last-minute Skype directing and a stand-in for Andy Serkis on set. This is one of the movie's most emotionally powerful scenes that also features amazing action. We then have another in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Our next secret is in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Here, if Sony had not decided to cancel their Spider-Man film, there would have likely been a lot of discussion about what might happen and what might not have happened on the silver screen. Still, Norman Osborn coming back from the dead as Venom and being found in Oscorp's basement with the frozen head is one thing that left fans wondering about how this would all end. The next is Gone Girl. Then we have the secret in Gone Girl. Many have not established that Gone Girl went down in history as the hottest thriller in years, as the story summary suggests. It's about a woman going missing. If viewers missed the time-consuming effects of this movie, director David Fincher stated that there were no scenes of Rosamund Pike in the film that a special effects team hasn't retouched. With all the wigs she has to wear, there is nowhere in the film where she is seen wearing her hair naturally. We then have Man of Steel. The next secret is found in A Man of Steel. When Henry Cavill arrived for his Superman screen test, they couldn't find the prototype costume. Instead, they used a suit similar to what Christopher Reeve wore in the past movie that was brightly colored and outdated. When Cavill emerged from the wardrobe wearing an outfit that many said reminded them of a toddler, and everyone on set grew quiet. He knew he'd found the man for the job. Superman. Next is Interstellar. We then have the secret that lies in Interstellar. Cornfield used in just a few scenes of Christopher Nolan's movie Interstellar required 500 acres to be planted. It might sound like insanity on his part, but the profits were sold at a hefty price after the shoot wrapped up. This is a top secret that many do not know and would probably not know. Then we have another secret in Frozen. Another secret is a list of movie mistakes that define Frozen. Many people might think the Disney hit Frozen is just a passing of time, but if you look closely, Hans, Kristoff, and Anna, among others, demonstrate a sort of hidden meaning based on the author's name, which few will discover on their own. Last but not least, we have another secret in Jurassic Park. The next revelation we make today is that Jurassic Park is a timeless classic that has achieved cult status in pop culture. Director Steven Spielberg had some young actresses scream to test their mental and physical toughness when making best-selling films. When he played Ariana Richards' tape, it was the only recorded scream, and his wife fled her bedpan. He knew he had discovered his Lex. Guys, we would love to hear your favorite mind-blowing movie facts. Tell us which ones we missed, and be on the lookout for more videos like these in the future. And remember to subscribe for more like these. Cheers!